In the previous lecture, we discussed debit and credit rules. Now we are going to discuss the transactions made by business. First of all, you have to make it clear that transactions are recorded by business, and business is an artificial person. So it will be very easy for you to understand the transaction if you consider yourself as a business and think that the transactions are recorded by the business. So in this lecture we will discuss that what type of transactions are made by the business. So there are 6 types of transactions which the business made. Number 1, acquisition of assets. Any business need assets for startup. Number 2, purchase of goods. The term goods is used frequently in financial accounting, so you must know the meaning of goods. Goods are those items which are purchased for resale purpose. For example, cloth shop. For a cloth shop, cloth is considered as goods. For a showroom of cars, cars are goods. However, there may be cars which are used in business which are not purchased for resale purpose. Those items are called assets. Those vehicles will be considered as assets because we will use them. So services are receivable over a definite period of time, say 5 years, 6 years. The third step will be the sale of goods. The item purchased by the business will be sold. So then sale of goods. The fourth transaction that business will undertake will be payment of expenses. And the fifth transaction is receipt of any other income. And the sixth and final one is drawings. Now if you are familiar with these transactions, you have categorized the transactions, all the transactions into 6 main categories. It will be very easy for you to understand the complete cycle of transaction. Stepwise we will discuss these transactions. If business acquire the asset, what are the resources or options for the business to acquire the asset. If business purchase the goods, there may be 2 types of purchases: purchase on cash or purchase on credit. If business sell the goods, again there are 2 options: sale of goods on cash, sale of goods on credit. And then payment of expenses at the end of the month: salary of salesman, rent of the shop, electricity bill, gas bill, telephone bill, etc. Rates. Receipt of other income. For example, business has provided some services for which it has received commission or fee. And the drawings by the owner. Drawings are of 2 types: drawings of cash and drawings of goods. So these are the transactions which are incurred or undertaken by the business as a whole. Now the first step is the acquisition of asset. Every business needs asset for startup. There are three resources or three options for the business to acquire an asset from owner. First of all, business will acquire any asset, furniture, machinery, cash. The most probable asset that the business acquire from owner is cash. The second option is the acquisition of asset on cash, or on third option is on credit. In all three cases, asset will increase and it will be recorded as debit, because we have discussed the rules in the first lecture that when asset increases as a result of a particular transaction, it is recorded as debit. So business has acquired the asset, so it is increased, so it will be recorded as debit. That asset may be furniture, that asset may be machinery or cash, furniture, etc. Whatever is the asset, that asset has increased, it will be recorded as debit. If it is acquired from owner, as a result, owner's investment has increased. In business, because business has acquired asset from owner, so it is the investment of owner in the business which has increased, and the owner's investment is named as capital. So we can say that capital is increased, and according to the rules, increase in capital will be recorded as credit. On cash, if business has purchased the asset on cash, it means that cash will decrease, and cash is an asset. So on one side, if an asset is increased, on the other side another asset, that is cash, is decreased, it will be recorded as credit, because according to rule, if an asset is decreased, it will be recorded as credit. And if a business has acquired asset on credit, it means that business has purchased an asset on credit. It has to pay an amount, and amount payable is liability. Another definition of liability is amount payable. So amount payable is increased, it means that liability is increased, so it will be recorded as credit. Now stepwise we will discuss the real life examples. For example, transaction is that started business with cash pound 1000. Now who has started the business? Definitely owner. The narration will always be written like this, that the owner has started the business with cash, with some other asset. It may be a furniture, it may be a bank balance, etc. But we always consider that the business, what business has done. The business has received cash from owner. I already told you that consider yourself as a business. It will be very easy for you to understand the transactions. So you have received cash from owner. So what is cash? Cash is an asset which is increased. So we will debit cash by pound 1000, and it is received from the owner. So as a result, owner's investment has also increased in business. So capital is increased. It will be credited by pound 1000. 1000. If it is furniture, the started business with cash pound 1000 and furniture pound 500. Furniture is also provided by the owner to the business. So business has received furniture from the owner. Again, furniture is an asset which is increased, and when asset is increased, it will be recorded as debit. So we will debit furniture by pound 500. As a result, owner's investment has also increased. So capital increase, it will be recorded as credit pound 500. The second option is that business purchased some asset on cash. Purchased vehicle pound 250. And the third transaction, purchased vehicle from City Motors pound 300. What is the difference between both transactions? In transaction 2, the name of the vendor or seller is not mentioned, but in transaction 3, it is mentioned that the vehicle is purchased from City Motors. So when name is mentioned, it is a credit transaction. So there is another rule you have to learn, that when the name of the vendor is mentioned in a transaction, it means that it is a credit transaction. But when name is not mentioned, it is a cash transaction. In transaction 2, business has purchased vehicle. Vehicle is an asset which is increased. So when asset is increased, it is recorded as debit. So we will debit the vehicle by pound 250. And another asset which is cash. So cash and asset is decreased. It will be recorded as credit for pound 250. In transaction 3, again vehicle is purchased. So vehicle asset is increased. It will be recorded as debit for pound 300. And as it is purchased on credit, it is a credit transaction. So there is amount payable, and amount payable is a liability. Liability is increased, which is recorded as credit. So we will credit City Motors as liability. City Motors is credited here as a liability for pound 300. So there are 3 sources for a business to acquire an asset. In all 3 options, asset will increase. It will be recorded as debit. So asset will be debited. In option 1, capital will be credited when it is acquired from owner. In option 2, cash will be credited when it is acquired on cash. And in third option, liability will be credited when it is acquired on credit. So it is very easy to summarize these 3 sources of acquisition of asset. Just you have to change the name of asset. If it is furniture, you will debit the furniture. If it is vehicle, you will debit the vehicle. Capital will always be credited by the name of capital. Cash will always be credited by the name of cash. However, in case of liability, you have to mention the name City Motors, ABC Furniture, whatever is the name of the vendor from whom the asset is purchased on credit.